Chocolate female plugs, Kanye shrug, hitting numbers that matter.
Thanks for tuning to the Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you click the link in the bio, like, subscribe. You know what to do. Once again, appreciate you guys stopping by. You know what this YouTube page is for. Black love, black excellence, black empowerment, everything black. Just trying to better the black community. So I like to go through different interviews or, different pretty much different interviews with people like Kevin Samuels, Dr. Umar, Sister Ali, Francis Wessling, Reza Islam, Brother Polite, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Claude Anderson, just a lot of black people who are trying to empower the black community with knowledge. I try to, touch on some of their content, repost it here. So if those are some of the things that you would like to see and listen to, then you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, click that thumbs up and that notification bell for when we drop new content. So, Kevin Samuels, that's my guy, RIP Godfather of YouTube. Kevin Samuels had a lot of good game. Now, I know there's a lot of women out there who pretty much despise Kevin Samuels because of the way that he may have came across, very blunt, very, straightforward. But I feel like that's that was what made him so good, as well as that's what a lot of people need sometimes, especially young women. I think a lot of times women, they don't never get the truth because people always sugarcoat it. Well, I ain't gonna say people always, but a lot of times women don't get the stone cold truth because I know a lot of times men, they may not want to tell you the truth because of the backlash that they may get, or, if y'all in a relationship and he don't want to say something, and he ain't gonna say nothing to jeopardize, the relationship, making you mad. Happy wife, happy life. You guys know the saying. So I think when Kevin Samuels came out and he started speaking, pretty much truth to light and telling these women exactly what they needed to hear, a lot of women didn't like it. So regardless, RP Kevin Samuels, and on this one he's pretty much just talking about modern women versus traditional women. And, he breaks it down a little bit. So let's see what they're talking about.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. How old are you?
27.
27. All right. Did you have a question?
Yes. I want to know, as a 27-year-old, how do you know when a man that you're talking to is serious? Because you
when
said
he
that
proposes?
women that are younger have a better chance.
Okay. You have any children?
No.
That's good.
Serious about what?
To have conversations about marriage.
Do you want to get married?
Yes.
Are you a wife?
Yes.
Were you raised to be a wife?
Yes. I come from a Muslim background, so
okay.
Muslim
my parents are very traditional.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm like a hybrid.
Well, but see, that's the issue, though.
A hybrid?
Because if you come from a traditional background, he's supposed to be talking to your dad.
Oh, right. So how do you bring that up to someone that's not used to that culture?
You're supposed to stick to your culture.
I'm not really into guys from like.
So just you could drop a comment if you believe in people should stick to their cultures when dating. That's kind of like a point there. Like, why aren't you dating in your culture? So let's see what she says.
Culture.
Well, then you got a disadvantage. Okay, ma'am, hold on. Okay. All right. You live in the United States?
Yes, I'm in California.
All right. Well, if you want to try to get in this dating market, then you're in blood sport. There is no answer, ma'am. You weren't raised to be able to vet this kind of stuff. That's why I asked you. I'm answering the question. That's why I told you if you were a Muslim, you're supposed to be talking to your dad. But now you want to be in charge of the process.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be in charge of it. So anything that I tell you is not going to work. because you're not supposed to be picking.
Oh, okay. Well, what if that wasn't the case? What would your advice be in general?
That's the advice I'm going to give you. See, what women today want is you want the mating market to work the way you want it to. What are you picking men based upon?
If they're a good man, like if they're just the character, and if they believe in God, like if they
What
believe in
God?
God,
Which God?
one God, the biblical, the same message.
So do these men have to meet your father?
Yeah, like once our conversation gets to a point.
Okay.
Where, like,
All right, ma'am. If you're in California, are you in LA?
I'm in San Francisco.
Okay. So, unfortunately, you are in a position where you're trying to be a modern woman. You're trying to date according to what you like. Cool, but it's not going to work.
But I'm willing to go against my parents for saying.
Well, go against. But the thing is, go against your parents, but you're going to pay the price.
What's the price?
Being on Instagram asking a man you don't know how to pick a man.
That's the price.
Damn.
I didn't know you said. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, I'm trying to tell you don't know what you're doing.
Okay, so what do you?
All right, ma'am, I've already answered. I recommend you doing what you were raised, and let the men of your family help you better man. Other than that,
Yeah, but
you get what you get. You get what you get. Other than that,
okay, thank you.
I'm just saying.
She pissed.
I don't understand why so many women. You want to pick what you want to pick. Okay, cool. Then you got to roll the dice like American women do. You know? I don't want the man my daddy would pick for me. Okay. Then you get the man you pick. And you don't know how to pick. Most women's pickers are off. Because you pick what you like or what makes you tingle. You don't pick a man based upon anything long term. Okay, why are you asking to be on if you're not going to click here? So it puts you back on there. Well,
Yeah, I'm not into. I don't know how how religion works when it comes to, marriage and stuff like that. But I do know in some cultures, like they used to, and they may still pick the husband. They pick a husband for their daughters to marry. So I don't know if Islam is anything like that, but like he said, if you are having problems finding a good man and picking a good man, then yes, you definitely need to go to the men that are around you and maybe see what it is that you're not doing correctly, and that's making you keep coming up with these, not good men. That's why they're around you, But I definitely already know how these new young women are. They want to do their own thing. They're independent. They don't want to listen to nobody. And, like he said, then you'll probably end up in a situation where you're like, damn, what if I would have just listened to my father? Or if I would have just went to my peoples first? Maybe if I would have just got some help, some information.
Boom. Shout out to Dexter Matthews. Very informative platform. Appreciate it, my friend. I want you guys to understand. Hello? Oh, my goodness.
Look, they used to try to come on, and they probably used to be clicking, and he get there, and they get scared.
I want you guys to understand one thing.
Dog me.
A young woman, that young woman has some serious trouble, and it's sad, simple for many people. Disregard what their family say to make their own choices. Yeah, it is, because it's like, why do you think your father or they're going to give you bad advice? Because what she want to say is the fact that, like, when I went to OU, and we see a lot of women who came from the Middle East or Pakistan. One of the first things a lot of these girls would do is they would chuck their family tradition And they would just come over there and just go through, they just hoe it up. Become hoe bags.
Not whole bags.
And it's like, all right. And then you end up messing around and end up getting run through, and then you think somebody's going to value you?
Well, I think that's like when you get
27,
get
it's
pregnant,
already
and the parents didn't
in
own
an
them
issue.
type
But
stuff.
let me stay on topic. Older women, I want you guys to think about how difficult it is. Because a lot of you young guys, I've had young guys like, why do y'all date younger women? Man, we only got a few more sunsets in us. We're not going to spend our time debating women who are, who think men are games. Women of Generation X generally don't have a lot of respect for men. They think they're here and they think we're here. And they think we're supposed to be their entertainment. They don't approach men with reverence, with respect. It's like, ha, 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 let's play a game. It's like, well, no, that's not how that works.
Not at
So
all.
now the jig is up, and guys my age are like, man, forget it. You know, I'll fly you in. I tell you, 1099 contract girlfriend, I'd rather fly you in for 4 days. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, my friend. And here's the issue. It should not be, it's supposed to be easier to date an older woman, an age-appropriate woman, because they should.
Some are.
Should be like, damn, I'm happy that I'm not out in this dating market. But I want you to understand how many women still, it seems like modern women distrust their fathers, but they like to believe their mothers.
Man, Kevin used to, man, listen. Shout out to Godfather, man. All right, because he used to be on point, okay?
Bad little thing shit.
I'm okay. How old are
He used
you?
to be on point, okay? That's all I can say. Is he used to be on point with everything, and, you know, it's sad, you know what I mean? That, you know, it's women out there that wish they had a father that could give them some guidance and teach them and tell them, you know, how to vet men or some of the things they should look for in a good man. And she has a father, and she won't even use the guy. Come on. That's what he's there for, baby. But, you know, once again, I don't know their relationship, so it is what it is. But, once again, man, Kevin Samuels comes through with the truth. And you gotta respect it because, you know, if you Muslim, you got, and she claimed it, like, yeah, I'm Muslim, then you definitely need to be following your traditions. I mean, I would. I mean, that's just me, though. So, once again, appreciate the love. Thanks for stopping by. You know, our website, www.blackfathersofcleveland.com, so you can go and see what we're doing in our nonprofit organization to help out the community. We also take donations. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Other than that, we appreciate the love. Peace.